Okay, what's good everyone? So I wanted to break down today how I'm using Instagram to get clients. I'm going to show you the frameworks that I'm using and also the frameworks that people more successful than me are using to, easily get over 50k, 100k months, but just maybe not on Instagram. You can also do this on other social platforms like Facebook or LinkedIn, but we're going to focus on Instagram today. So I hope you find this very valuable. If you do, just give this a like right now, give this a comment, because you already know I'm going to be dropping gems in this video. And little side note, I did film a really long video training yesterday about this, but a lot of it was way too long, and I don't think my phone or my iCloud will let me upload it and edit it because it would just take too long. So I thought I'd make a more concise version, just like sub 15 minutes. So enough chatting, let's get into this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start recording, and then you should hopefully see my screen, and it will say everything. Just 4 things you need to focus on and you need to master so you get clients coming in through the door using Instagram. Now, a lot of people, they use Instagram to scroll and waste time and get stuck on endless rabbit holes. And I know if you're watching this, you're not them, you're very different. But the way you're gonna get clients on Instagram today is by focusing on 4 things. The first thing is offer, the second thing is content, the third thing is conversations, and the last thing is closing. So if we go through them one by one, offer. This is the root of your business success. If you don't have an irresistible offer, an offer that makes it stupid to say no to, an offer that isn't results based, and an offer that doesn't have a specific time frame, then you're gonna struggle, because this is the bread and butter of coaching and consulting. Or if you have an agency, your offer, your service is what's gonna help a lot. So to go into more detail, you want to make it irresistible, stupid to say no to, like make it unreasonable for them to stay stuck where they are. That's what it means when I say stupid to say no to. Results based. So a lot of people, they're very vague with their offers, and you don't want to be that. You want to make it very just specific, very clear on what you can achieve for them. So let's say you help e-commerce businesses with their Facebook ads. You're an agency, just say you have to attach a result to it. So we're going to generate 6 figures in 90 days for your e-commerce store. 6 figures, you notice that's the result. Or you could say we'll add 20% to your bottom line revenue, whatever you want it to be. This goes for any niche, it goes for any offer. And you want to attach a specific time frame. So it could be like 90 days, it could be 60 days, it could be 6 months even. Just so people can expect when they're gonna get the result, and it just draws them in a bit more. Now, this has a lot to do with what niche you're in, and if you're having trouble with knowing what niche to pick, like if you're a beginner or you're just really stuck, my best advice is to keep it simple. You want to look for 3 requirements when you're picking a niche. Make sure the niche has money to spend. Make sure, it can also be your passion, and it could be about something you give advice about a lot. So let's go through these again. Money to spend. So there's no point launching a service, a high ticket service, if your niche has little to no money to spend. So get that out of the way. That's why niches like real estate, e-commerce, coaches and consultants are so powerful, because there's a lot of money flowing in and out of these niches, these industries, every single day. Now, if you're still struggling, my best advice is to just pick something you're passionate about and make that your niche, or something that you give advice about a lot, whether that's family or friends, or just you love talking about it and you can't stop talking about it. That could be a viable niche. Okay, there's money to be made in plenty of these niches. So let's offer. Now what you're gonna start doing is, once you've picked your offer and your niche and you've made it results based and whatnot, you're gonna go to posting content. So how do you come up with content is a question I get a lot. How do you come up with content? How often do you post? How often should I post? What time should I post? Let's not overthink this. Let's just, coming up with content is pretty easy. You want to know what the niche's pain points, their problems, their motivations, and their desires are, as well as their current beliefs. So what is keeping them up at night? What is annoying them day by day? What are their pain points? What sort of achievements are they looking to get in this niche? What kind of what do they want in the future? What do they want for themselves? What do they want for their business? And then current beliefs is a bit more complicated, but stick with me for a second, because if you make content about current beliefs, then you're ahead of 80% of the game, because this is what it takes to make addictive content. So current beliefs, you want to identify false current beliefs in your niche that are floating around, and then basically break them. And obviously, if you're an expert, if you know what you're talking about, you'll have no problem breaking these current beliefs and replacing them with new ones. So I'll give you an example quickly. Let's do weight loss. With weight loss, people think that running on a treadmill to lose weight is the way to go, right? That's what a lot of people think. And that's not true. And then what you could do if you're in the weight loss niche, you come in and you say, look, that's wrong. Here's the actual way to lose weight quickly, effectively, and just have more fun with doing it. And people are gonna see this, they're gonna see, oh wait, running is actually not a good way, so what is it then? And they're hooked to your content. So if you can do that, if you learn to do that, kudos to you. How often do you post? Depends on your need. Well, I'd actually remove this, just say it depends on your schedule. Depends on your schedule. It also depends on how often can you post without dropping in quality. And I picked this up recently from, this is a good tip from someone else in my niche. They said you should post as often as you can without your quality suffering. So if it's like, if you can afford to post every day, great. If you can afford to post 2 times a day, great. If you can post 3 times a day, great. But if you're posting 3 times a day, but your quality of your content is dropping, I'd taper it back to twice or once a day to keep that quality high. Because it's all about consistency and working on a consistent schedule. Maybe posting daily is too much for you and you can only afford to post 2 to 3 times a week, but then as long as the quality's there, you can afford to do that. And if you're still stuck with what to post, like you've done all this, but you're just like, look, Matt, I'm still stuck on what to post and I'm overthinking it. Look in Reddit forums, look in Facebook groups, go outside of the app, go outside of Instagram. I'd also recommend going on TikTok and searching up your niche. And if you need to as well, go on this website called Answer the Public. And what it does is it brings up a lot of the common questions people are asking if you type in a keyword about your niche. So if I'm an Instagram coach or a consultant, I will type in the word Instagram and then it will come up with like a good 80 to 100 questions people have about Instagram, and that's about 80 pieces of content. All right, very, very powerful stuff here. So Reddit forums, Facebook groups, look what people are asking and answer them through your content, and just post as often as you can. Now, an underrated thing is profile optimization, and this could be the difference between someone going on your profile and following you, or someone going on your profile and not following you. So profile optimization basically means getting everything on your profile up to par, having a minimum standard. So that includes your profile pic has to be clear, has to be good quality, ideally your face, a bio that summarizes what you do for people. You know, we can go through this another time with the bio. I have a cheat sheet, by the way, so let me know if you want that cheat sheet on the bio and the profile optimization. Summarizes what you do for people. So I help e-commerce businesses, get to 10K a month. Username is memorable, so avoid numbers, underscores, full stops if you can. It's definitely worth investing a couple minutes looking for a right username. Make sure your posts are valuable. You have a feed full of valuable content. Make sure you have stories up, every day. You want that ring around your profile picture, basically every day, all the time, because that's going to reel people in. And then ideally, you can have story highlights as well, just to help summarize what you do again. And nail all this down, then your conversion rates are going to go up slightly, and it's every piece of every little helps, basically. With IG stories, what I like to do is I use these for nurturing my followers. I don't necessarily use them for growth, because stories don't really pop up on hashtags anymore. You don't use them to reach new people. What you need to do is use them to nurture your followers and actually keep them on your profile. And for people who are stuck, just go through, these are a couple ideas. If you don't know what to post, just put a poll up asking a question, or go through your day in chronological order, so like your morning routine. Just share some value, some motivation, and you want to be relatable. And this goes further than just IG stories. You want to be relatable and share your own story. Your goal with content is to get as much engagement as you can. So there is a end goal to all of these steps. Like we're not doing this for nothing. We're not posting content for the sake of posting content and looking good, although that is a bonus. You want to use this to get as much engagement as you possibly can. And you'll see why in a second, because when we have this much engagement and you're consistent with posting, and your content's good, your offer's good, then that's going to lead to conversations, which is the next pillar to get clients through Instagram. With the engagement you've garnered, this is what I do. You go through your post and start conversations with people who have engaged with your post. So whoever likes, whoever comments, whoever sends you a DM even, engage with them. Start the conversation, open up, slide in the DM. Just say, hey, just wanted to say thanks for liking my recent post. How's it going? And boom, that's a conversation. And the goal with this is to generate as many conversations as you can. Conversations keep us moving. It keeps the pipeline full. It's almost like our lead list. If we get more conversation, that's more leads. There's more warm leads to get through. Now, the goal of these conversations is to build enough trust and authority, and to get the right information to book more sales calls. So that means building trust and authority. You kind of have to ditch the idea of having a script. Okay, you want it to flow completely organically. You don't really want to plan the questions you're having, because if you're out on the street, right, and you walk up to someone and you want to start a conversation, would you have a script on you? Yes or no? No, because that's weird. All right, you let it flow. So same thing here on DM, just let it flow. You're more focused on knowing what information to get from them rather than what to say. Let me say that again. You want to focus on knowing what you need to know about them, what information you need, rather than knowing what to say. So trust and authority built through your profile. So your profile is going to come in very handy. It's going to warm them up, but that's going to be like your head start if you have a good profile and a good offer. And then I'm not sure what I wrote here. Get the right information. So get the right information. So what you need to know is, so for me personally, I need to know about the person I'm speaking with, if they're in the coaching industry, the consulting industry, or in the agency space, if they've started or not, how long they've been in business for, how they're doing, how many clients they've got, if they're struggling right now, etc. These are my KPIs. Make up your own. and you're going to use this information as leverage. So as you get deeper and you have that longer conversation, you're going to start to pick up on pain points and on things you can use to help them get on a sales call. And these are things that this leverage should be like pain points, and these pain points are things that you have to be able to help them with. Because if you're here extracting pain points and you just want to get the call, you just want to make a quick buck, but you can't help them actually solve it, then you're being a sleazy salesman, and we don't want to do that. So make sure you're getting information about what they're struggling with. If they are struggling, offer a hand. And some question examples would be, once you got the pain point, so let's say I'm not getting enough engagement. This is an example. They reveal that I'm not getting enough engagement. You ask why, and then they say why they're struggling, and then you also ask, or you can ask, what's a good amount of engagement for you? Just these sort of questions to get to the bottom of their struggles, because you want to get to the bottom of it. The deeper you go from surface level pain points and leverage points, then the higher the pain and the more they're going to reveal the true source of why they need help. So let's say they reveal why are they struggling? Because I need help, I need a mentor to show me how. And then there's your layup to transition to a sales call. So you just say, sure, I'm happy to help, or I can offer a hand. And then, would you be open to that? They say sure. And at this point, they're going to be willing to get your help. And then all you have to do is send a link or ask what time they're free. And then that's a sales call booked. And this is a rinse and repeat process. Some people will be harder to open up. Some people will give you everything you need to know. You just have to be emotionally intelligent about it, like you were in real life conversation. Now the last pillar is closing. The last pillar is closing. So your offer is irresistible. You're pumping out daily or consistent valuable content. You're generating conversations. You're starting convos with people who've engaged with your content. And I wanted to add as well, why I like this so much, this conversations part, is because it's all warm, like they're warmed up to you. You're not really sending cold emails or cold DMs to them when they don't know you, they've never met you. That's what I love about this. Now the last thing is closing, and this is sales. Now the goal of conversations is to book a ton of sales calls, and the objective of closing with sales is to get clients, to see if they're a good fit for your program or your offer or your service, and getting clients and helping them out with their problems. So the scenario is, now hopefully you've booked a ton of sales calls. All you need to do now is get practice, attend those sales calls, and I'll give you a very bare bones structure or script, because I don't want to make this too long. I want to give just enough information to make it as valuable, me giving away the farm, without dragging this out. So they join the sales call, you join the sales call, you start with an intro, you do some small talk, you build some rapport. How's your day been? Has it been busy? Where are you calling from? Questions like that. And then after you're done with that, this is the most important part. It's called the pre-frame. And this is where you set the stage for how the call is going to go. And if you don't do this, if you choose to skip this step, I promise you your sales calls aren't going to be going as well as you hope for. And you're just going to lose control on these calls. They're going to walk all over you. They're going to bombard you with questions, and you don't want that. So the pre-frame goes like, hey, so the way these calls typically go is I ask you questions. Some questions I've prepared to just get to know more about you, your business, and it will help me figure out if you're a good fit for my program or my agency. And let's say you are a good fit, then we can actually get started as soon as today. But if not, then there's no hard feelings about it. Does that sound fair enough? That's how your pre-frame should go. And they'll say yeah. And from this point on, you are the leader. They're just like you're the leader here. You're up here and then they're here. That's the power dynamic you want. You want them to be proving themselves why they should be working with you, not the other way around. You know, the buyer-seller dynamic, look that up. Now, the next step is info gathering. So just ask questions, see where they're at the moment, what's their current situation, are they getting any clients? If they are getting clients, how many calls are they booking per week? What social media platforms are they using to market themselves? And then you want to see where they want to get to. So how many calls would you like to be booking? How much revenue would you like to be making in 6 to 12 months? Ask those kind of questions. And then you want to contrast it by asking, so what's stopping you from doing that? You know, what's stopping you from getting to 20K a month on Instagram? And this is a really good question. They're going to admit to themselves, they're going to admit to you why they can't do it themselves and why they need help. Now, if from this point you got along with them, you built rapport, you asked the right questions, you pre-framed, and they seem like a good fit, like you gotta like them, because if you don't like them, what's the point of working with them? If you two had a good vibe so far, now you get to the offer. You say, this is where you present your offer. You present the main 3 things you're gonna help them with by joining your program, and just don't go too long with this. Don't drag this out. Just go through it briefly. Don't confuse them. Just say, let's say weight loss again. So I mainly help clients with 3 things that they struggle with. They struggle with nutrition, with sleep, and with training. So with nutrition, we're gonna help you dial in on what kind of foods to eat, how often you should be eating, and making sure you enjoy eating them. With training, we're gonna find the right rhythm for you on how often you should train. We're gonna see which kind of exercises work best for your body and how you respond to them. And then sleep, we're gonna see how we can get as much sleep as you can and recover from all that training that fits your schedule. Does that sound good? And then ask if they have any questions. They don't have questions. If they do, answer them honestly. Now, after the offer, this is where they wait for the price. And my best advice with price is, before these calls, if you're doing high ticket, which I hope you are, just practice dropping the price in front of the mirror as if it's just a number, because it is a number. It's just a number. To £2,000, $2,000 might seem a lot for some people, and for other people, that's pennies to them. It's not a lot of money. So just drop the price. Just practice it in the mirror, dropping it like it's just a number. It's no big deal. You're used to these kind of numbers every single day. So when you drop the price, 3 things will happen. They'll either say yes, let's get rolling. They'll either say no, and by no I mean a definite no, and they'll say, I'll think about it. Now, what you want is yes or no. What you don't want is I'll think about it, because it's very ambiguous. You don't know why. But the way we're gonna solve that is by going into objection handling. So if they say no or I'll think about it, you handle those objections, and there are certain things you can say to handle these objections, but I won't go through it today. And just get to the root as to why they're unsure or why it's not a good fit, because up until this point, provided you've done everything right, they should be joining your program. So you just get common objections that you need to learn how to handle is I'll think about it, or I'll think about it, I need to speak to my wife, I need to speak to my husband, I don't have the money, what's actually included in your program, this was not the price I was expecting. There's a ton of these, and as you do more sales calls, you're gonna know how to respond to these. Now, I'm gonna stop it there. I hope you apply the tips in this video today. I hope this was very valuable for you. And again, if you want to work one-on-one with me to help you implement these 4 pillars into your agency or your coaching business or your consulting business, let me know. I'll be more than happy to help you. see if you're a good fit for the program, and we can implement all 4 of these for any niche, for any offer you have, and we'll make sure you start getting clients through Instagram using this. So if you found this valuable, please leave a like, please leave a comment, save this, share this to your friends, your entrepreneurial friends, your network. And yeah, I just gave away the farm. This is how I'm getting clients through Instagram. So see you later. Take care.